Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brad Meyer from Stephen F. Austin State University, where I'm the Associate Professor of Percussion. Now, my third tip for the TMEA 4-mallet etude is just to talk a little bit about trying to prevent rushing and dragging. So to prevent that, we want to obviously from day one be working with a metronome and be working it at the tempo which is marked 132 to 142 for this solo. Another thing that can help greatly is to use the jam tracks that Robbie Green and Alex Tomlinson have created for us. So these are fantastic. They allow us to hear this as more than just the solo that we're playing. They allow us to kind of hear it as a full band. And so if you've ever been kind of singing along with a song in your head, you know that that's kind of easy to feel that tempo. But if you're just kind of noodling out an etude that you don't really have any context for, that doesn't have anyone else playing with us, it can rush or drag pretty significantly. So use those jam tracks to help yourself. Now, there's going to be some sections that have some kind of commonalities with a lot of percussionists about if they're going to rush or drag. And so the first one is going to be this pickup to measure 28. Now this section, it's a little bit easier, it's a lot softer and dynamic. So it's generally going to be a section that many young percussionists are going to want to rush. And so in this section, really keep time from that section before and even within the section. Keep that time because there's a lot of space, especially in some of these left-hand parts, to kind of let time rush. And so what we want to do is use that kind of pulse that we talked about in an earlier tip and keep that going in this section. So not rushing would sound a little bit something like this in that section at the pickup to 28. Now it's really easy to kind of push and pull in this section because we do have some hairpin crescendos and decrescendos, and being softer, sometimes our hands get a little bit jittery or nervous, and that's just something that as hopefully we get to the end of the process, we start performing in front of people or performing for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, that we can start to learn if we do rush or drag those spots. So watch out for that. Now another section that's going to be pretty common in most percussionists is going to be probably to drag the pickup to 45. Now this section, it's a big forte, but it's also a lot faster. We've got some of these single alternating strokes happening in the left hand where we're doing really big jumps. And so we want to make sure that we're pushing through that section, or at least trying to keep that metronome feel in our head. Now this is a section, it's going to take a lot of practice. Because of these skipping notes around these single alternating notes, it's going to be a little bit challenging with our note accuracy. So utilize that metronome, utilize those jam tracks, and make sure that you're allowing yourself the best opportunity to keep these sections in time, and that we're not allowing the dynamics or the difficulty of these sections to change our personal tempo. I hope that helps. Have a great day and axe some jacks.